2, 3. Nice. Oh, yeah.
I was at the end.
That's okay. How are ya? Actually, let's start here. How do you say your last name?
Ooh, thank you for asking. It's Severeid.
Yep, been saying it wrong the whole time.
You and literally every single person who
Severeid.
doesn't know a Midwestern broadcaster named Eric Severeid from like 90 years ago.
Is that your grandpa?
No, spelled differently. Or if you're a fan of Chicago Fire, there's a hot firefighter guy who has my last name spelled differently, but pronounced correctly.
Severeid.
Yeah, and he's not real, and I am, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to get that one out of the way because I've been saying Severeid.
Yeah, it's Severeid is usually the go-to, because dude, Severeid sounds so much better.
Severeid.
Yeah.
I knew, didn't I say earlier, I was like, I feel like one of these letters is silent at the end, and I don't know why, but I know I'm saying it wrong.
It's the P.
Yeah, Severeid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there we go.
Now we know.
Good right off the top.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Man, so tour's almost over?
No, never. It's never done. Also,
this
like,
run.
what is? Yeah, I guess. Well, this weekend.
Oh, right, because y'all, comedy, I forget comedy's different. I'm so used to music touring where it's just a bombardment of shows back to back to back to back for a month on end.
Yeah. It is also like, of course, like the majority of people, maybe not necessarily majority, but like the music background is like a large overlap with the stand-up. As in, like, people that are into my comedy have a lot of them have more of a music background than a stand-up comedy fandom background.
Right.
Which makes sense. Music is much more, you don't just have comedy playing in the background as a car drives by where you're like, oh, I love this bit. Anyways, yeah, I'm a little bit of a space case today, so let's just buckle up for that.
And I was going to say, unless you're me, I love listening to comedy on tape.
Okay, yeah, well, me too, but I'm just going like...
The majority.
Yeah, long story short, it makes sense. Like, a lot of people are like, good luck on the tour. I'm like, you mean the weekend, then I fly back to a place, and then I am there for 2 days, then I fly out again to another place?
So you do the fly-ins, you're not driving the long drives?
I mean, I didn't drive to Little Rock this time. The last 2 times I've been here, I drove out here from far away.
Oh, okay.
And it was a part of like a tour, a run. I just feel for marketing purposes, like for say the stuff I'm probably going to do in 2026 for like marketing and branding purposes and like for merch, because that's kind of cool if I can actually have like a tour shirt. Like, but that takes so much planning. And it's mostly still just me.
I was just saying, you're one guy, really.
Yeah. So it's like, how's the tour? I was like, fucking, I don't know. I need to update my website. Like, I think I added a show in that. And so, but like, it's good, man. Shit's moving and grooving. People are coming out to shows. And
do you bring your own opener with you yet?
Depends on the venue. There's so much of the ins and outs of comedy are just it's if I'm doing a DIY space, maybe I bring someone, or maybe I use a local if I know someone, because that is more cost efficient. And then also, like, if a local's there, then I can be like, hey, you can drive me to a spot or do whatever, and that saves me a rental. It's a lot of hodgepodge, man. It's a lot of each one's, and also each market is different, each city is different. Because it's a different demographic of people, and like, so it's a lot of me, like my tour or whatever right now is a lot of me like just testing to see if my people are in places.
Your markets, yeah,
I get just kind of going like, all right, what do I draw here? What do I draw here? Oh, like, okay, that was really okay. That means I should come back for sure,
right?
And that makes it sound so less like a giving of joy. And but it is like
it's still a business. It's still how you make your living. You can't just go to somewhere where no one's going to show up, even if it was 3 diehard fans. It's like, I wish I could go there, but I just cannot. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and also, like, that's fun, but that's not, it's not worth the time and energy. I have a finite existence, spoiler alert. But also, I'm not going to learn for, like, if it's 3, like, diehard people, that's dope. But I'm like, what am I going to learn from this?
Right, nothing.
Maybe, like, that sounds dismissive, but it's just like, it's not a proper calibration of a bit.
You're right, and maybe, just maybe, they're so gung-ho, and the town is one of such where they could fill the room and you would play in front of a bunch of new people, which I guess is probably really important, especially when you're working on bits for, say, a special or something, where you're kind of trying to tighten things up. Yeah,
having it's been interesting, the shift in my audiences, because it's a lot, like this weekend, I'm at the Looney Bin in Little Rock, and I can definitely tell which parts of the crowd are just there for the idea of comedy, and then who's there specifically to see the guy that they watched on their phone. Yeah.
That's how I found you, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know why I'm here. It's not because you saw me feature here 2.5 years ago. You're like, I gotta see that guy again.
No, never.
Although there's a couple of those people here. But it has been an interesting shift that more of the audience is that, and that's been cool, but has also kind of thrown off my ability to calibrate because I can swing for the fences harder in front of my people and be more. And it's like you need a diet of rooms where no one gives a fart in the wind about you, and then people that like. So I have to be like, I think George Carlin quote that I'm going to paraphrase, but it's just like, good sets help you write, bad sets help you edit, and it's a variation of that where I'm like having my people there that are like on board or have. Check a bunch of boxes of things that are in line with how my brain works, but I also need to be able to bring in the people that are like, I don't know, So
it's got to work in front of everybody.
That's a good North Star to have, but that's also not the end all be all, because if you make something for everybody, you make nothing for everybody.
That's true too. You're right. Yeah, it's kind of like music is the same way.
Yeah.
Music for the mass to most musicians are kind of like, even though the musicians are playing it, they're kind of like, it's a paycheck.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, believe me, I want money. I'm playing
so much more personal.
Yeah.
Right? Because it is at the end of the day. I mean, even if you have a team, it's still kind of just you when you're out there by yourself. So it's got to do something for you.
Yes.
Or it will kill your soul. I can't imagine how doing something just because that's what it is, and being alone doing it. Like in a band, at least you have like 5 friends to share in your misery.
Yeah, I've done stand up when I have been in a terrible mood and I'm like, don't love this.
Right.
Now I got to be a silly boy. I want to fucking kill someone. But also like whatever, man. Ultimately, I'm just talking. Ultimately, comedians are just talking. Like I think it's a very hard job that is also a nothing job. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's really hard to do this thing, but also I didn't even pick up anything heavy.
Right. Yeah, like I was literally grouting a shower before I came here.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I did manual labor for years until I transitioned. So I'm just like,
most artists, you have like 3. You're a barista, a construction worker, or like a drive around person,
or you just had very affluent parents, and then you don't want anyone to know that your backstory was having soft hands.
If only. God,
well, there's plenty of them.
My hands are definitely not.
Yeah, we get it, dude. You used to be a bad man.
I'm a bad boy.
I used to do it.
God, I used to be so fucking cool,
You
man.
can do it again, dude.
I can't, dude. I got bills and a wife
coward.
and shit. Yeah, I am a coward, dude. God, I'm such a pussy.
Dude, you cucked yourself.
Yeah, I did. I grew up, sorta.
Yeah.
I still 41.
Oh, nice. Look at that hairline. Get fucked.
Yeah. I thank my grandfathers for this one.
Hell yeah, dude. I found my people. Sorry, that was too rude. That was aggressive. He's like, I'm a tough one. I was like, oh, you get fucked with the hairline.
No, it's okay. I'm very aware. I don't even have gray hair yet. It's wild.
Yeah, my white hair started showing up at the beginning of COVID, and I was like, I didn't know a hoax could do this. Mm-hmm. So that's fun.
It's just genetics. I have a friend who was gray-headed right out of high school.
Yeah, well, I started losing my hair like at 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's genetics, but also like, I'm sure stress doesn't help.
Oh, well, I think that's what it is, right? It's a combination of like genetic, and then when your stress of life hits, you kind of just, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And for all of us, it's a different age.
Yeah.
And I just stayed stupid long enough to keep this hairline intact.
It also might just be a little bit of, I think it's mostly genetics.
It is, dude. My dad was 45 before he got a gray hair.
Oh, dude, that's nice.
Yeah. It's 100% genetics.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this, though? I tried to find some information on you, but there's almost nothing.
Yeah, I'm oddly, that's a thought. I was at, what's it called? Roots Cafe.
Yeah.
It's right next to Looney Bin. And I talked to the dude who works there named Jesse, and he's like, oh, no. I was like, yeah. You've listened to me talk while you poop. And he's like, I have. And I'm like, busted.
Hell yeah. Shits and giggles, baby.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. But that I don't really have a lot of information on me out there, which is interesting. I don't know. It's something I'm like, there's no point to this. I'm rambling. But it is interesting to know that I'm like, I don't have shit out there. Like, you can't really look much about me. No, I'm so sneaky. Not even real.
The only thing that came up was your social media and tour dates, which I guess is good for you. But it is interesting.
It isn't, and it's also like, and maybe this is me just bumping onto like the concept of just being like, oh, I'm sure someone wants to know more. Like people like to learn things.
Yeah, they like to learn things.
Yeah.
Well, in this day and age, it's all about what is that? Is it parasocial relationship where they know everything about you, but you know nothing about them? So everyone you meet knows exactly who you are, but you know nothing about them.
Yeah, and that I'm experiencing levels of that, and even with how little is out there about me, I still just like people talk to me. I was like, just so you know, you think you know me.
Yeah.
I don't know you at all. Outside of you're excited to talk to me, and that's nice, but also
this is strange for me.
What do we do? What do you? I don't know. What are we doing?
There's levels to that too. You gotta. I don't know, man. That's because you seem like you're in that sweet spot of the climb where it's
where a paycheck is actually like livable as opposed to me being like struggle the whole time. Yeah.
Crying in your hotel room alone like this. I should have never did this.
Oh, you think I can cry? I wish. Oh my God, I have been emotionally constipated for years. The times I actually cry, I'm both surprised by it and also like, ooh, can I get it all out in one go? Come on,
let's get 3 more years of pain just out of these eyeballs.
Dude.
Yeah, I cry at commercials, dog. I'm just soft now.
Oh,
soft
word?
Baby shit. God, it's so bad.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
It's weird. Well, my dad died, and that fucked me up, and then it just like ever since then it's kind of been like I'll just stare at my dog too long and be like, damn, dude, you're gonna die someday. That's crazy.
Your dad broke the seal.
He did. I think that is what happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah, well, I also like. I mean, I don't know you, but this is what I always do. I immediately like therapize. Sure. But it is just probably because you're just like, oh, I didn't process other things previously up into that moment, and then that breaks, and then you're just like, oh, there's so many cracks. How do I?
Oh, no. Yeah, if you talk to any of my friends, I've lived 100 lifetimes in one life, so I was just always go. Anything bad, just shove that down. Nobody cares.
Yeah. What's that Bill Burr bit where you're like, just push it down, and then you're like, and then he dies at 48, and you're like, I wonder why. You're like, I don't.
That's exactly what it is. And then I do have a heart condition, so shout out to properly therapizing me.
Sure.
That's hilarious. I don't want to die at 48, though. That's scary.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Start going through a closet and shaking out some skeletons, maybe.
Oh, I have been. Yeah, for sure. Dude. Yeah. You got to go through stuff. Like, I just went through some stuff of my dad's, and I found this book that his grandma gave him, you know? It's just like, and then it's just like, the waterworks, just like, oh man, I do miss my family. But like, I didn't even go to her funeral.
But it's like your great grandma.
Yeah, but she was 100, but she was like, I knew her.
Oh, okay.
I was 15 when she passed away, and I saw her most of my life up to that point. So it's like, I was like, I got a show to play. Because you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be a rock star back in the day. Like, I was full on dead set, gung ho. This is what's going to be my life for sure. Mm-hmm. And so I missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, well, I mean...
Sorry, I didn't mean to go down a dark rabbit hole all of a sudden.
That's fine. I didn't mean to have your dad die, so we've all made mistakes.
Me neither. Stupid cancer.
Silly, dude.
Fucking idiot.
So rude.
Yeah,
why really did his body make that for him?
It really is rude, dude. It killed everyone in my family.
Yeah? Yeah, it seems to be pretty common. Did you know what the actual leading cause of cancer is?
Food?
No, not dying.
If
you just don't die for long enough, your body's like, I made this. And you're like, I didn't want you to. Yeah. It's like, I'm going to keep making more of it.
Your brain, your lungs, we're going to shut down now.
Yeah, dude. So that's fun. Well.
Living too long.
Yeah, well, yeah, the bodies break down. How do we move on from cancer? Let's see here.
Let's see. Yeah. For sure.
I've taken you, now I'm going to take your wife.
Also, he died from cancer.
And told no one.
Yeah,
like
I know.
An absolute G.
What a sneaky boy.
God,
that is such a... Some comics, you're just like, your brain is weird. Like, just being like, I'm not... Because he was also, like, Catholic.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, a weird... So many layers of
It's
something.
such a
you're
weird
like,
bunch of people. Every comedian I've met is such a different person from the last comedian I've met.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're no, this is the thing I said years ago. I don't necessarily, but it's like self-loathing narcissists, where
Right.
you're like, and I don't think that necessarily applies once you start moving past certain barriers in a career. I think that's more of a lower level where it's just kind of a
Someone
bunch
gets
of
you
people
in there.
Well, yeah, it's also like, the open mic level where being self-deprecating and leaning into that kind of a self-loathingness. Like, and also I grew up in Washington, and that gear is useful. Like, the home state of Kurt Cobain, like,
right.
where grunge came up. Like, even if the music scene is not nearly as active as it was several decades ago, there still is a sadness that permeates. So that sort of angle for comedy works pretty well. What was I saying? Oh my God,
That's
was a
true,
derailment.
though. That is true. You see a lot of that.
Yeah, well, you put yourself under the audience so they feel okay laughing at you, because comedy is a weird bob and weave where you need to be like I think the idea of like an alpha is stupid, but you have to be perceived as the leader, like the one in charge, but you also have to like coerce people into putting down their guard to laugh with you.
Right. Yeah, it's a good mechanism to do that.
Yeah, and by kind of effacing yourself, but some people just lean into that too heavily for too long. I've done that before, and it does get old where you're like, that's also such a crazy thing to do self-deprecating jokes all the times, because if it doesn't work, you feel bad, and you said a shitty thing about you, and you didn't even get a reward for it.
Yeah, and now these people probably go, yeah, we see it.
Yeah.
It's kind of why we're not laughing.
Or like a weird that doesn't like it's a bit of a mind fucked, and then if it does work, you're like, so they agree with me about how I suck.
Damn it.
Yeah.
That would suck,
You're
dude.
like, oh, like, cool. Glad you guys.
Shit.
Glad I did my job right.
Yeah. Ugh. And then you have to think about that because you're just alone by yourself after.
Yeah.
It's not like after a set you can go out back and be like, I fucked up these parts, and your band member's like, dude, nobody noticed. I swear it's fine.
I mean, you can commiserate with other comics if they were paying attention.
Oh,
but
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But it is still. I mean, that's the process, though. That's why I think to get to the levels of comedy, I think you have to be you have to be okay with that analysis, and also like just trying to shake off the ugh of like failure, because stand-up comedy is all trial and error. Like the bits are written, the audience is the instrument.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you have to, you're playing jazz.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you just got to figure out where the dips are. Maybe jazz is not the appropriate, but like you're writing with the,
jazz.
but yeah, but also you got to figure out where the note progression is and then try it in another
More
place.
of like a free form jazz.
Yeah. But like you're building the shape of it.
Right.
And then you have to test it in front of
You
other
can't-
audiences.
You can't go in a shed and just tell 5 friends and be like, was that funny? Yeah. It's like you have to. That's the scariest thing. I have in my phone a note. I love stand-up. Been a fan my whole life, and I have jokes that I've written, of course, because every musician thinks they want to be a comedian. But just the idea of just that right there just like terrifies the absolute shit out of me.
Yeah. Just having to trial and error in front of.
Fail in front of the fail, because when you're at practice, you fuck up a thing, you're like, oh yeah, whatever, and you can just grind until you get it. Then you can show everyone. With comedy, it's like, no, I have this idea. I have no choice. I know it sucks. I have to go say it in front of people to make it better. If it's not as good as I think it is, or if this crowd doesn't think it's good, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking about, like chopping it down. Whoo,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I am a hero, actually, now that I think about it.
It just gives me the freaking heebie-jeebies. I've played in front of all kinds of different crowds. Never been that intimidated, but talking in front of crowds, oh my goodness.
That's also why so many comics hate music acts.
Because it's so.
You get to hide behind
Yeah.
you get to hide behind your guitar, you fucking coward. And just
I
rhyme.
sing too, though.
Sure. So do a lot of people. I've had to hear
my
karaoke
car
before.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Do you play music?
not in my comedy. Yeah, I mean, I played bass as a teen, and then I still tinker on occasion, but yeah, comedy's my main. But stand up is my main creative endeavor. But yeah, it is an interesting to have to hone in front of a live audience, but also you get acclimated to it.
That's
and
true.
the
Becomes normal.
yeah, everything gets normalized given enough time. Commentary. But it is like you also get a huge when people have tried to like hype up like, oh, this, and I was like, you don't know the amount of good feeling chemicals my brain gives me when I get a punchline to work. And then when it fails, feels really bad, but like it's fixable usually. And if not, then just don't say that thing again.
Right.
You get to move on.
Do you ever test it out in a different area? Like maybe this Des Moines crowd isn't like the Dallas crowd. Let me try it here. If it still fails, then I'll change it. Or is it like it's just one and done?
Nah, it's not one and done. Some people use a rule of 3 if you try it 3 times. I don't subscribe to that necessarily. I have some bits where I just go like, there's something here.
Right.
I like to see I love analogies. And I like to think of like the ideas for jokes, like there's something here, but maybe it's not done. I'm going to throw it in the rock tumbler just in my brain. And then that just kind of bounces around. And maybe in a week, 2 months, 3 years, it comes back out polished and then clicks into another thing.
Okay.
So it's like writing a bunch of little riffs. And sometimes the riffs come out and you're like, that's 2 minutes of a song right there.
Right.
I shot that from the hip.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it takes another 2 years to get the last 14 seconds.
God, I've been there.
Yeah. So that's kind of, and also like I go back through and I cannibalize so much of the stuff I've done and just be like, oh, this is not a uniquely me thing. This is very like, a lot of stand-ups do this where you're like, you go back through old material and you're like, it's actually just this 7 seconds of this whole thing. This whole thing is, I'm using these training wheels and this structure and this thing to get to this point. This is actually the fastest way to say that. And then here is the twist there. And actually I can tie into this new thing that I'm working on. And now I have this fun segue out of this other thing and I can pull back this whole other, I like so many analogies, but I do feel like it's,
no, I love it.
I like proggy metal. It feels like that sometimes where I'm like, even I plan out a set list and I'm like, I don't want to just fucking, and I'm just like, I'm ripping apart jokes. And then it happened last night where I'm in the middle of a joke and I'm like, let's see how this punchline works because I already talked about this thing in like a weird disjointed way 10 minutes ago and use this. So like I weaken my punch, see how this one goes, hit that line, that worked. All right, this other tag, that's going to just sound redundant. So I'm going to pull that out and pivot to another
in real time.
thing.
You're thinking about all that stuff. Yeah, that's wild, man.
Well, it's because I took an edible like an asshole and it made my own job harder.
It is very much like jazz.
Yeah.
You have to adapt and improvise on
In the fly.
Yes, but that's also stylistically what like my chaotic brain does because I feel so clunky if I'm reciting a thing, even though that's what I should be doing. I should be going hit play in my brain
works.
and run through 55 minutes and just have a tight set. But I'm like immediately, I'm like bored. Where's the new dopamine? Fucking.
It's like a drummer throwing in a fill that they've never done live. It's the same.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. I feel that. But the process is what's fascinating. I find, that's why I like to talk to creatives because all things are kind of like that, really. Anybody that builds stuff with their hands, like, wow, I didn't really have any idea. You just kind of, there's a stack of wood, I made some shit.
And you got to fumble forward.
Yeah. It's fascinating. I like that. That's interesting. I like thinking about things like that.
Thinkity thoughts. Who is your audience? Who are the people that listen to your pod?
It just depends on the guest, it seems.
Okay.
I am personally interested in most people. I think everyone has a story to tell. I'll talk to the damn guy down there selling Jimmy John sandwiches if he cares enough. To me, I find it fascinating that if somebody can care enough about something and they love it, I don't care what it is, that's what I want to hear about.
Okay. I don't know if the guy working at Jimmy John's is going to love. He might be. It's gonna be weird if he loves being freaky fast, but
and making good sandwiches. He might just
pretty fast.
Be enthusiastic about it. And so, like, to me, when you're that gung ho about something, it's kind of easy because that's what it is, and then you can kind of inspire people to just at least like the thing they like.
Yeah,
because even if it's something as mundane as making a sandwich, that's pretty badass. It makes me feel good. I have like 300 hobbies, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of hobbies.
Play a lot of instruments. I'm in 4 bands. I have this podcast. Run my own business. It's
you like doing things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stay busy.
Corey's pretty humble. He is like My Hands to War is the band he's in. They're like a pretty fundamental band in like the Arkansas music scene, and he's done a lot of work like rebuilding stages for venues. And so the core audience that does follow Crashcast is a lot of the local people who know Corey and like appreciate what he's done for the scene and the community and just are gung-ho to
Okay, cool.
We got like this table. I made this.
Oh, sick.
This is from Vino's, which I don't know if you know what that is. It's one of Arkansas's longest running punk rock venues.
Okay.
It's a pizza joint. If you haven't never had it, next time I assume you leave tomorrow morning. So
Yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow.
So probably can't get it now, but the best pizza around, honestly.
Okay.
It's phenomenal. But it's an old punk rock venue, and it started as a place called DMZ in the 70s.
Okay.
It's been around, and this was the original stage.
Oh, sick.
It kind of fell to pieces, like Green Day played on this table.
Oh, nice.
Like everybody who was anybody used to come through here in the 90s and early thousands and play at Vino's.
And now sometimes somebody who's nobody
Gets
leans
to have
his
a
elbow
conversation.
on there.
Yeah, we get to have conversations on it.
That's
Like
nice.
that. So one thing, if
That
this
was aimed at me, not at you.
if this wood could talk, it would tell a lot of stories. Well, you know, we had. I find it fascinating that we have people who are in a brand new band. They've never even played a show. We have had like kids on here, like 16, 17-year-old kids. We've had people like yourself. Like last week, we had our buddy Dustin on, who's now incredibly popular thanks to Instagram and TikTok.
Oh, dope.
You know,
Music?
no, he's the green flag guy, the red flag guy. He runs around with the flags in the park.
Yeah.
He's a friend of ours, has
Wow.
been. He's in one of our music videos.
Oh, fun.
But before all the, before the explosion, now he's, holy shit, doing BetterHelp ads and whatnot. So it's like, I just think that's why I'm just fascinated by everybody. It's what I'm trying to say. Like I could have my favorite rock star sitting across from me and then a kid who just started playing guitar.
Okay.
It's just about the passion level. That's usually how we get the guests. I find things that I like or that are funny. Like when I saw you were coming to town, I was like, Kurt, this dude's fucking hilarious. I love watching his fucking shit on Instagram. Like, we should at least try. People come through here. We send messages to everyone.
Hell yeah.
And we've had some pretty rad gets, but a lot of times it's a scheduling conflict. It's just like,
Yeah.
hey man, sorry, I gotta go do this thing now. So it's like, whatever. But I'm super appreciative of everyone's time because I know this is crazy.
It's part of the game. At least the way I see being a touring comic. I mean, like, ideally, I'd be able to do your podcast and then promote my upcoming dates.
Right.
But, like, I'm like, whatever, I'm going to talk to you, and then someone in Little Rock is going to be like, that guy didn't suck all the way. When's he coming back? All right, I'll go see him again. You're like, all right. So, yeah.
It is kind of part of the grind. I just try to make it a little bit different. I'm trying not to, like, interview you. It's more of like...
Yeah, we're having a
it's
conversation.
just two guys shitting around we've never met each other until right now, and I feel like it's going pretty good.
We're doing fine.
We're doing fine. It's like, and a lot of people think they don't have anything to say, and I'm like, that's insane. You've lived a whole fucking life. You have things to say.
I feel that constantly. Like when
But
I'm
is
like,
it imposter syndrome, or do you just genuinely feel like you don't have anything to say?
I hope I'm good enough to one day feel imposter syndrome. All right. I wrote that years ago, and I've just never had a chance to say it, like, conversationally. As you start talking, it's like, shut the fuck up. I know what I'm going to say. No, it's I don't know if it's imposter syndrome or self-esteem or whatever, or maybe it is just maybe that's the anxiety getting an outlet of just going like, oh, I got to be good, I got to be something, because everything's an interview sometimes, and that is sometimes my
to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent, of course. Like, and it's also my perception of a thing that I haven't done yet that I don't even know.
Right.
So it's all, it's the brain doing blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, like, I do find that, and maybe not necessarily in front of audiences, except for it's going to be like, how do I navigate them?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how am I going to pull the energy, do what I actually want to do so that I leave feeling good and they do the same. But like, yeah, podcasts are just a different beast because I also haven't done a lot. Like we were saying, I just don't have a lot of me out there.
Right.
And it's like, this is a format I'm not as aware of how I come across here as I am in other platforms because I just have not spent the time.
Yeah.
And this is out of my hands. I'm not editing these videos. I'm just going
Right.
blah, 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 blah,
Well,
and then later he could make me sound like a bad man or a good man in real time.
He edits in real time.
Ooh, fancy boy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Cul-de-sac coming back.
We got fancy equipment. We got Maddie here. He's absolute beast on that little weird machine over there. And we don't edit a single thing after this. I literally take the audio from the computer. I lay it on top. Oh, yeah. Sometimes people fuck up and say things, but that they shouldn't.
Yeah, I know.
Or like one time we had a dude announce a record that wasn't supposed to be announced for a very prominent band. And he was like, hey, dude, you cannot put that out. And I was like, oh, shit.
So much trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did get in trouble, but for different things. But yeah.
So at least he was being somewhat consistent.
Yeah.
That was nice.
It was nice. But it is something that happens very rare. I think I've edited maybe 10 of these total.
Okay. Nice.
I really hate it because
it's time consuming, man.
It's time consuming. And
do you hate listening to yourself talk?
I used to.
Okay.
Now it's kind of just, it's one of those things where I'm sure you get the same thing where you have to edit all your reels and stuff. You kind of just go, that's what I sound like. To me, I sound like almost, my voice sounds kind of mute to me.
Okay.
Where in my head it has a little more high pitch, and when I hear it back, it's a little more dull sounding. Like, damn, I sound like the opposite of whatever a cricket is, like a bullfrog or something. It's weird. I hate the sound of my own voice when I hear it back, but I don't care anymore. I don't cringe like I used to.
Yeah, a lot of people really have a hard time with it. I have never. It was weird. I heard because I'm in my late 30s, like a talk boy or something, like a recorder.
Oh, dude,
I heard that back. Yeah, but I heard myself back and I was like, that's different.
Yeah.
And then, but
that's a cruel fucking joke, man. To make you hear yourself different than everyone else hears you is fucking cruel. That's a bad design, dude.
Yeah. You mean physics? Like how?
I don't know. Why do I hear me higher? I'm higher pitched in my own head than I am coming through headphones. Is it the headphones or is it just me?
It's the vocal thing is connected to the flesh that's connected to the organ.
To the inside of your head.
Yeah. You're like, it's reverberating through your skull.
Yeah, I hate that.
You're hearing the like the most honest, not honest, but like the most core and central iteration of your vocals.
Yeah.
So it's gonna sound different. I don't know. I don't hate the sound of my own voice. And also I enjoy listening to my sets. Because I'm just
right?
Oh yeah. I don't do it as much as I used to because the sets are longer and I'm not like, I need to spend an hour listening to me talk about a thing I thought about last night. Although that is what I need to do. I just don't like doing it all the time.
Yeah. Do you write or do you one of these all in the head kind of guys?
All. I mean, sometimes I go through phases. I mean, I brought my notebook just because I've been trying to get back in the groove of actually doing more tangible things. But it is a lot of just kind of. It's also what do I need to do? What are the things? Here's get all the chaos of the brain down here, and then you write out a set list. And I've been bringing my notebook on stage a little bit more because. And I was talking to the opener, my feature for Thursday, Friday, Megan Kang. She's out of Dallas, funny lady. But that she was just, because she comic and also helps, not helps, but she books a club down in Dallas. Okay. And she's just talking about because she has to put on that hat and talk through that filter and how audiences in her perception are resonating with people that just sound authentically in the moment. And kind of there's an old school perception of comedy that you need to this polished stand up and deliver thing, which I understand. And a lot of clubs are don't bring notes on stage. And I also think you shouldn't always have notes on stage, but I'm starting to do it because I'm if I'm paying all the money for all the ads to get people in the seats, they're not and also if they're music fans, I think they like the idea of a set list of notes of something tying it to it's kind of this weird, I don't know. I don't have a fully fleshed out thought on that. It's just an interesting thing, and I also enjoy. I'm forgetful, and I like to be high on stage.
It's cool that you're thinking about what your fans might want, though.
Well, I mean I think,
or what they might be interested in. It's a unique direction you can take that maybe somebody else doesn't.
Yeah, I think every comic can do a version of that. I just think it's interesting because I'm going okay, how much like me are they?
Right.
And to what extent and in what ways do they deviate from the script I'm adhering to, and how do I address that, or how do I lean into that, or how do I incorporate that? And I don't know. Even saying this feels gross.
Oh no, I get it.
But it is I think that's the stage I'm at where I'm no, I want to just be a stand-up comedian, but I have to do so many other things.
That's every art form, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking we'd probably get into it because you're so. It's It's almost like the art form itself now, which I'm old enough when I first started doing this, the art form was always number one. And now you have to focus on so much other stuff. And I don't know if I don't necessarily think it's killing art, but I definitely think it's got to hinder it in some way because now, say for me, I go to band practice and it's not just practice songs and write songs anymore. It's, okay, now we have to film a skit, or we have to at least think of an idea for one, or we have to film all this stuff for this content thing, and it's that stinks because it takes away from. I kind of miss the old days of just being high in a room with my friends, fucking riffing out and being hey, we were here for 7 hours and we got a lot done organically over this. It almost feels forced because it's not very natural. I don't feel the whole like internet side of it all.
Yeah. Well, everything that's new is unnatural.
Yeah. And it is relatively new, I guess.
Yeah.
Like especially this form of it, this whole reels and short form content thing, this explosion.
Yeah, well, shout out COVID for making everyone have to stay home
Yeah.
for some amount of time, and it
Except
really...
me, hey.
Say what?
Construction. Oh, no, we
yeah.
worked the whole time.
Yeah, well, you're outside and
Yeah.
Red State, what's up? Shit's not real.
Yeah, hell
Kill your
yeah,
grandparents,
dude.
let's go. But it's, yeah, I was in Washington. We shut down so hard for longer than everybody else. And I'm like, yeah, well, my job is based off of low ceilings, tightly packed people,
right.
open mouth going, I'm like, yeah, COVID.
About 18 feet away from each other. Yeah, like
so close,
from
dude.
the stage. They're
Yeah.
so right on this comedy
let me
clubs.
just breathe in.
Yeah.
What strain do you got? Let's trade.
It's that H1N1. I'm freebasing it over here.
Get after it. I didn't want to smell nothing anyways.
People stink anyhow.
Yeah, they do. It's yes, it is. It's unfamiliar because you're doing band stuff, and then you're like, now we got to be funny,
Yeah.
we got to be charismatic, and even that stuff, it's like that's a gamble because you're like, is this what the people who follow us, are they going to like that? Is this going to break that barrier to find new people? And if it scratches the itch for them with what we present here, does our music also do the same thing?
That's like with that band, I feel like we do funny stuff, but we're actually, the music is incredibly serious. Like any kind of like harder music, it's usually got like a, not dark necessarily, but more of a serious subject matter overtone. It's not like we're not just goofing around. But then we make these goofy videos, and I'm like, is this the same thing?
But the juxtaposition can be where the humor is.
Right.
Like, I love yelling things very aggressively that are nonsensical. Because it is like, doesn't that up?
Titty vulture.
Yeah. So, like, if you're doing some silly stuff and then just having, like, just go into something, it's like, that could be. But it's all, like, it's all dopamine, dude. Like, we're talking about these platforms, and it's like, it's awesome because it's making me have the opportunity to have more of a career and pursue my dreams and all that fun stuff. But also, like, social media is a part of the reason society is crumbling. It's part of the reason our democracy is like
Sure.
everything is failing.
Right.
And this is one of the factors. And it is my job to create things to put on these platforms. And it feels like heroin.
Right.
Like, and every day I need to make a little bit of heroin, put it on the heroin device,
Right.
and hope enough thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people in enough cities see it that go, ooh, a little bit of heroin, so that I can then go, no, but come see some see real heroin in real
Right.
life when I'm near your town. It doesn't feel healthy.
Well, no, it's not, and it's so addictive.
Designed
Everyone's got
to be.
that thing on their phone now that tells you how long you've been on the phone, and it's like everyone's number is almost terrifying.
Yeah, like if
this
I'm
is
under
just what
5,
we're
I'm like,
doing.
wow, dude, I guess I was really in the moment
A
today.
day. Think of 5 hours a day.
Imagine if you're like, I watch 5 hours of a TV show every day.
People are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But you're like, I was on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. I think it's because it's different things. It doesn't feel as like I wasn't on Facebook for 5 hours. I mean, I feel like your head would fall off your body if you were on Facebook for 5 hours. But it's like, maybe that is what it is. It's so much because it's not just all that. It's also your notes app and your text messaging and your phone calls. It's counting everything.
Yeah. And there's a lot of, like, I work on my phone, but also, that's also, like, one of my frustrating things is that I'm like, I need to use these, I need to play with heroin every day, and I wish I didn't have to.
Unfortunate, isn't it? Golly.
But also,
But it is like,
I'm grateful and blah, blah, blah.
I mean,
all
it's
the,
got
just
you where
good.
you are. So like
Yes.
it does, like that's the. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying it's like that is the weird part of the society we live in. It's like it is a good tool, but it also is a fundamental downforce. Like like it's ruining a lot of things, but it's also helping a lot of things. So it's like, how do you fix it? I don't know. I think it's a evolutionary. We're just gonna have to learn more. It came way too fast. I feel. I think it happened all so quickly, and now with AI, the videos are insane.
Yeah.
You almost can't tell. Almost. We're getting close.
Yeah, if you're just a little drunk watching it, you're like, that sounds about good.
Did you see all those bunny rabbits on the trampoline? This is insane.
And you're like,
It looks like bunny rabbits on a trampoline to me. But that and then but what about when it's turned into like hateful things or war or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is already to an extent. He says ominously, I don't know. It just sounded like a right thing to say. Yeah, it is. It's being used in enough ways, man. I mean, it's Also, it's like we need to evolve. I don't think we're gonna have a chance. I think
too quick.
It's going too quick, and it's by design, and it's okay because the powers that be, the oligarchs that be, are just like, we don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, no, well, they never have.
Not once. And so I go, I'm using this thing, but also like, yo, fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
like
that is like the weird thing, right? We're all using it, but it's also fuck that dude. Yeah,
yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. But also, like, not to get, I don't really give a shit. But like, that's America too. Like, we're villains. We do bad shit.
Right.
But we do cool shit,
right?
But we do bad shit. And it's like, Instagram, thanks for making it so I can draw, I can sell out a thing in Denver. But also, like, you guys are doing weird shit with, like, the amount of broken brains that are happening for young girls and boys as well. But, like, for young girls, like, the amount of image, like, you're like, that's...
Well, and we know now that they target bad shit to people. It came out that's real. That's real.
Yeah, well, they want engagement because that's also...
And people... go to the negative more than the positive.
There's a book I didn't read. I listened to. It was so long to listen to. I had a lot of driving. But I'm basically, it's called the Chaos Machine, and it basically explains how, in like leading into the the mid-teens, the 2000s, that like the algorithms were clicking into place, and it's really just engagement, and people engage with indignation way more than they do with like, it's either you need to love something, but even more so if you're upset, and so these platforms just pushed upset. Like, that's why, if you think about it, the last like 10 years, we're all so much more ready to be mad at each other. And it's because much of society is consumed through the lens of a rectangle on an app that is designed to only keep your attention. That's all that matters. It's ad revenue.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yes.
We're all madder so some dude can be more of a billionaire.
Yeah, man, you have infinite money and you need more infinity.
It's just power. Yeah, I know. It's weird because we all feel the same way and we all know what it is. And if we all just quit, it would go away in an instant. Because if you don't use it for even a week, if we all just said no, it would just, it would change. It would. Because you can still speak with not going. Because all the people will go, well, where are they? Well, we're going to go over here now. Sorry.
Potentially, but we all, I think most people have too many other.
Yeah, it's just
they don't have the bandwidth to. No one does.
Yeah,
no one does, and I think that's also by design.
Yeah.
And that's also like I kind of try to explore the concept on stage, and I'm not done. But that I'm really annoyed that it's so much red versus blue, like as if we're not all peasants.
Right.
Like I definitely have my preferred side, but I hate my side, and I just go like it's very frustrating. I'm like, this is nothing's working, and that's kind of by design. And you have lobbyists that are paying you to not let anything work outside of the things that they want to work.
And we all are peasants.
Yes.
I've been down on the bottom rung for a long time.
Yes.
My whole life, technically. I've been poor my whole life. Some, level, it varies.
Yeah,
a couple years have been really good, but mostly, I've had years where I'm eating bread and butter. So it's like this is like people coming, like this whole podcast is like, it seems like, oh, well, you must have something. I don't pay for this. This is a whole group of people coming together and making this work.
Socialism.
Right? Stupid fucking idiots. How dare we make something work for our community and be positive?
I should tax this.
You should. You should come in and be our king, Luke.
Yeah, dude. What's ever gone wrong when a king showed up?
Not a thing that I can remember.
Yeah, well, that's because they erased the history.
That's why it's called His Story.
Yeah, dude. It is only his story. Fucking.
I learned that from Tenacious D, the movie, dude.
Actually, I haven't seen that in forever.
Oh my God! When he's in the bathroom, he's the crazy guy. Hold still so I can stab you, Tim Robbins.
Ah, yeah.
He's like, they changed everything because it's his story, and he's like, and I'm like, is that why we call it that? Because that's pretty fucking clever.
That's not the etymology. I don't know what the etymology of that word is, but I know because someone's because I was in Washington, very left-leaning spaces.
Right.
And they'd be like, just the corny, like, her story. And someone's like, actually, like, the etymology of the word history, it's like this, and it's not actually, like, gendered in that way. And they're like, well, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I don't know. But
I mean,
it's a cute meme.
it's interesting. His history. I love that fucking movie, dude.
I can tell.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
There's cock push-ups and a magical pick, and the devil is played by Dave Grohl. What's
Yeah.
not to like?
Well,
Did you not like it?
I don't think I've ever watched the full thing. I really enjoyed Tenacious D for a while. I had like a box set of theirs, and then like when the movie came out, I think I was like going through a phase. How old are you? Yeah, you
41,
said 41.
yeah.
I think I was just like moved on from.
I get it, yeah.
But also, I talked shit about like music comedy earlier, but like Tenacious D is good because it's like actual songs,
Right.
And just a lot of music comedy can be just like I'm gonna change one word and have it rhyme with a different word that's kind of dirty, and everyone's like, yeah, and you're like, stolen valor, you didn't earn that laugh.
Yeah. Do you has anything crazy happened yet? Since you're like kind of rising through the thing, have you had anything like wild during a show happen? A lot more like people talking or causing a scene.
No, I mean no more than just what has already happened with just doing stand-up comedy for years and years. Right. I am working on navigating positive hecklers more. People that want to just like yeah. Like they want to talk. They don't want to talk with me because it's also the parasocial thing of. And they're drunk.
Let me ask you that too. I was going to ask you about that because you're in it. You know about it. I'm actually curious about this. That's our buddy. He makes those.
Oh, nice.
They're fantastic. You should, dude, smell that real quick.
I have a terrible sense of smell, but I'll give it a whiff.
It's because you've been huffing all that coke.
All that what?
Shut the fuck up, dude.
This is our.
I don't huff coke. Well, who?
Damn
I
it,
snort it. I huff coke. What do I put it in a bag?
The old COVID works the best.
It smells good.
It does smell really good. These are very potent candles. Sorry, I do love this company. Riot Wick. I'm going to go ahead and plug them. My buddy makes them out of his garage, dude. They're fucking awesome. This one's Get Honey Roasted.
It's aggressive.
It is.
It doesn't smell aggressive, though.
It's very, very lovely. Has it leaked into, because a lot of what you see on TikTok, Instagram is the crowd work aspect, and so I think people think they can talk more.
Yeah.
Is that what you think is kind of?
I think that's a component of it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of just been a problem for years. Really, honestly, since like COVID popped off, you have a lot of crowd work comics now, like people like with like good careers just because of
just shitting on people.
It's also like it's a byproduct of the need of the machine, the online machine, the content machine.
Because you don't want to give away your jokes, right?
Well, you can't write at the speed that you need to output. Yeah. So crowd work is an easy way. And honestly, like there's some really good crowd work, but there's some just dog shit. Because it's like, what do you do for a living? You're a dentist? You're like, motherfucker, everyone has jobs. Well, actually, not as many. Commentary. But it is an easy thing to put out on a platform. And I do think it also makes the notion of crowd engagement more of a normal thing. And pretty much every club everywhere does the thing, announcements like, don't talk, don't do this. But also, dude, it's date night. It's whatever. It's people are coming out on a Friday, Saturday.
And there's a 2-drink minimum.
Yes. And some people don't have dinner. And that makes those drinks extra effective. That's a critical hit, dude. That's triple damage both times. Right. You're fucked. You're an adult human being who hasn't drank in 2 months because you have a responsible life and a job. Right. And you went to a show, you're having fun, and then you're almost going to black out, or and then I get annoyed, and then I'm like, you infantilized yourself. Like, yeah, all right, I'm going to get mad at a baby, but also I fucking hate this baby. Shut this goddamn baby up. I'm trying to do my art.
The baby doesn't appreciate me, and that pisses me off.
But also, like, I've had people that I know are very excited to see me get hammered, and then I'm like, you're being and then I see them, like, and I'm like, oh, my God. I'm sorry, but, like, shut the fuck up. Yeah. Like, all right. So it is, I got to work on navigating that, too, because I don't want them to be sad, but also, like.
You ever had to kick anybody out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be pretty common.
Nah, not too crazy common.
Not really?
Most people kind of shut down. Honestly, I did a show in Tacoma, Washington a couple months ago, and I really wish I had kicked a guy out earlier because I just kind of had directly been like, hey, shut the fuck up.
One of those, like, the whole show.
Yeah,
Guys.
he would just chime in at the end. Like, I have, like, good momentum, and it's like, and then I'm like, get a tag, and he's like, da-da-da, and I'm like, I want to fucking stab you in the neck in front of your mother. Like,
shut up,
and
dude.
Yeah, there was a new bit that I was working on, and it had a really good flow, and then he just tagged it up. And I also like engaged again, but I should. It's a 100-seater, and it's kind of like a wall like this, so the stage is in the middle. So it's not a very deep room; it's like wide.
Right.
Great space. They used to do music in that venue.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. And I did actually played a show in a band in that space, and now it's a comedy club. So it's very fun to be like,
cool.
I was bass over there when the stage was there, and now I talk over here. Yeah. And I don't have to hold anything.
Anybody remember when this room looked completely different?
Yep. Were you guys here? Oh, fuck, almost 20 years ago? Shit. I hated saying that. I hated doing that right now. Yeah.
That's every memory I have. It was like 20, and I still think in terms of 20, and now I'm to the age where it's like, that was 25 years, 27 years. I'm like, holy shit. I have friendships that are like 30 plus years, and God, how did this happen?
Time.
Not dying.
Yeah, way to not die. Good job, dude.
Good
Keep
job,
it up,
dude.
Buttercup.
You made it, man.
Yeah, for now.
For now. I do have that heart condition.
You do.
Yeah. How old are you?
39.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right there at the same lane.
We're around there. That was in the end of the thought. What were we talking about? Hecklers,
and that the way social media kind of the crowd work thing kind of makes people think they can chime in too when they're not really supposed to.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't seem overly terrible. It doesn't happen every show, but it is. Yeah. But also, this was happening before, and it's just drunk people going blah blah blah.
Maybe we just see it more because of the internet. I think that's true with a lot of things too. You just kind of like, I wasn't privy to it. I don't necessarily go to a lot of small club comedy shows just because I don't have the time. So I go to a lot of like, oh, this guy's coming who's like a bigger, so go to the theater or an arena. I hate to admit that, but I'm always at shows. I'm kind of baked into the music scene around here. So it's like, it's kind of all my free time is that.
Yeah, you know where your dopamine hits the best. I get it.
Dude.
Also, people ask me, like, hey, what music you've been to lately? I was like, the only shows I go to are the shows I'm on.
Right.
Like, I wish I had the spare energy and time to consume all of the art I want to consume.
Yeah, especially live art, because it is better. Mm-hmm. Like, comedy in the room is insanely better. I've never laughed harder than when I'm at the comedy show.
Yeah, you are the instrument.
Which is weird. First comedy show I ever went to, I guess I have a particular look. This man pulled me on stage and put a bunch of hairspray in my hair, and it was very strange. It was very funny. I was drunk.
Pulled you on stage to put a hairspray in your hair?
Yeah, stood it all straight up in the air, like Wayne Static.
Okay.
It was very weird.
Sounds like he should write more jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was kind of, what's the word? He was like very flamboyant in nature, like very like, and he was like, had almost hairdresser vibes.
Gay dude, or was he just having the
very,
but just kind of leaning into that
kind
character?
Of leaning into it, but almost like almost like the caricature of.
Well, that's also like an odd part about like performative things is like I wouldn't
you kind of take who you are and then amplify that.
Yeah, like I'm talking, but you've seen my video. I'm talking a little bit calmer than I normally do, but also like that guy at a table with you sounds like a bit much.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I could do that. I'm tired. I needed to sleep more last night. Why am I using? I'm like using a Homestar Runner voice a bunch.
Homestar Runner.
Yeah, that's why you stay over there.
Trogdor.
With a butter. Got the heart of a champion. Only millennials will get this joke.
Yep. If you're 30 and under, sorry.
Fucking enjoy your technology.
And your fucking youth, dude.
Yeah. Enjoy that hairline. Give it time. To you too.
Yeah. It'll fade soon.
Yeah.
I'm 41. I got 3 years according to the last guy who had it.
Okay.
Dude, my dad turned 45 and fucking 1 year, white hair. It was crazy.
But white hair is so much better than no hair.
Maybe. You don't have a fucked up head. Dude, I've got a dent back here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, white hair is better than no hair. So if it goes white, you're great, dude.
As long as it doesn't go away on my head. You look.
But even if it's back here, you could cul-de-sac it.
Cul-de-sac it.
Yeah, dude.
I'm doing that fucking what's that?
I like calling it the skirt and egg.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Colin mockery.
The Colin mockery. Dude, I can't wear cranial pieces. Like
I
don't
love that sentence.
Yeah. I look.
I cannot wear cranial pieces.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bad look for me. I can't wear glasses. I can't wear hats. I look
too big of a
insane.
skull?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very large head, as you can see.
Yeah.
It's I got a wild dome.
Okay.
It's a weird
big
shape.
one?
I was born early, dude.
You're born early?
Yeah, way early, like a month early.
I feel like that's a late trait.
No. I got that mongoloid head.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You fucking conquer a lot of Asia.
Yeah, I probably could have.
Yeah.
Except my head kept falling over.
Yeah?
Actually, I have baby pictures, dude. My head is comically large my whole life, and then my body got fat to match it. So it was like, hell yeah, dude.
Let's even out, dude.
Yeah. I look like a fucking gargoyle someone didn't finish. Like an unfinished statue.
I saw a thing that said that O.J. Simpson was part of the reason why Gargoyles got canceled.
The show?
Yeah.
Fuck him. That show ruled.
And that's the only thing he did wrong.
I don't know anything else about this OJ character, but how dare you? I love that show.
Yeah, it was great. But it was also because the trial would air like during the time that their episodes would air, so the ratings dropped and eventually led to his cancellation. I was like, oh, that's a bummer.
What?
Yeah. But also that was just a meme. I didn't do any research. Could be a lie. Who knows?
You know what? I'll take it at face value and consider that another mark on his record.
Yeah.
Rest in hell, bitch.
All right.
Well, whatever. I don't know. Maybe he didn't do it.
Okay,
He wasn't
shut up.
found guilty.
Yeah, all right. And yeah, you know that means...
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear how many people are not guilty this year. And then be like,
I mean, they didn't do it.
judges know what they're doing.
Yeah.
A politician wouldn't lie to us.
No.
Fuck.
Dude, that guy 100. I mean, everyone knew it then too.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
You remember? Did you watch that shit?
I was
Did you
not
ever
allowed.
watch-
My parents thought, they were like, oh, you need to be on the other side of I love my parents, but Jesus Christ, are they soft people.
Kind of sheltered you in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Dude. Yeah. And just be like, oh, we can't watch live TV. You might see something happen.
Oh,
Lord. You'll be in a bedroom on the other side. And you're like, Jesus fucking, all right, man. Didn't get to watch.
Did you grow up in Washington
Yeah.
as a kid? Nice.
Yeah.
Was it like city Washington or like out there?
Like rural suburbia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like a normal childhood.
Yeah, sure. Just
Yeah.
kind of boring. Poor
Yeah,
parents.
suburban.
Didn't really have any video games or anything like that. Went to private school through like 5th grade, and then it was too expensive. Like, yeah, but not like, and then just went to public school after that.
Right.
Yeah. But, got enough Jesus growing up and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, fun stuff.
It's always fun to go through the Bible Belt and be like, oh, y'all still doing this?
Oh, brother, there's 15 churches. Just if you just look out, you can probably see 9 of them.
Do they know they're all like calling the same guy?
They do.
Yeah. Well,
Probably not, but there's actually one. If we go to the balcony, there's one. There's a super old cathedral over on this side of the tower that is pretty to look at.
Yeah, turns out if you don't tax a place, they can really afford a lot of
Good
cool
architecture.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And politicians. I'm mad today.
Yeah, it's okay, dude. It's okay.
I don't know. Also, it's like been
Sorry,
frustrating.
guys. I'm a wee bit grumpy.
I'm an angry atheist. I don't want to be, but you guys keep trying to make us cosplay with you. Fuck off. Use one of your guns and meet your own maker, please and thank you.
Ooh. Spicy language.
Allegedly,
Oh yeah, don't forget allegedly.
yeah, dude,
My least favorite word in the world.
yeah.
Allegedly, OJ didn't. You know.
Yeah. Well, you got to have plausible deniability or whatever.
Sure.
That's why you move them to a different church or whatever. I don't know. I read the news and I'm exhausted where you're like, oh, just every bad thing keeps
Again, what
getting,
you're saying, the algorithm's feeding you.
Well, two things can be true at once.
Right.
Like the algorithm can be like bad news bears, but also just bad news
It
bears.
is actually happening.
Yeah. And no amount of accountability in any capacity.
That's the real issue, right? It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing?
I mean, I'm unsurprised. I have a joke and bits and pieces of it. I still haven't figured out it, but like I'm a left-leaning dude, and I'm like, I don't care to attack people that vote Republican. I find that to be counterproductive.
Sure.
But I vehemently have hated just the course of action they take. Was raised religious, not anymore. That side has always been more in line with the church, and I'm left-leaning, but I also go like the DNC sucks shit and is corrupt as fuck too.
Right.
They're both bought and paid for by the same group, but at least this one lies to me in a way and sort of shifts in a like the CHIPS Act, like the infrastructure bill, all these things. I'm like, that's towards Star Trek. There's so many flaws tied to that, but that is at least in the direction that I want our species to go.
Right.
And I'm also very exhausted by how we talk about our Orange King and have for years. And that's also in that book is that it elevates anger and everything. And he just rode that wave and continues to ride that wave.
Right. Well, that's what you do, right? That's the thing you do.
Yeah, he's an orange black hole. And people keep feeding it and going, oh, we can't stop it. And here's more.
I'm more of a burn it all down, live in the woods kind of guy. But
you are a big enough person to say that.
Yeah, and I get that most people like I've been in the woods most of my life, so I don't have any problem being there.
Yeah,
you know, my friend has a very funny thing. You called him. What did you call him? The Orange King? What did you say?
Yeah, I think
she calls him Cheeto Jesus. And
yeah,
I think that is actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that's been bounced around for a bit, but also like he is being elevated as a Jesus character to an extent. Like I don't think there's going to be any accountability for the Epstein list, but if he does go down, like I could see the powers that be, the rich people still being like, all right, let's put all the blame on him and let's move on.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah,
it's where they just chop that thing off and just keep moving so they can keep doing all their evil shit.
Well,
he's evil too. Yeah. There's a word for that. They do it to everyone. Yeah, it's like scapegoat.
Well, it's his MO.
Right.
But he just does it at a high rate of turnover.
God, it's all the time.
But the joke that I'm sort of working on, and I should maybe not qualify it like that. I could just set it conversationally, but we're already here. Is that I'm also very just exhausted by how the left side of the media talks about him. Because it's just been over and over a new thing. You're like, we're going to get him for this. We're going to get him for this. We're going to get him for this. And you're just like, oh, my God. Like, have you ever been edged for the better part of a decade? It's just like, oh, my God, you guys learn a new technique or stop touching.
Sounds good at first, but then it's just not that good.
No.
After yeah, I get it.
I've been wearing denim the whole time.
I think it's a lot of people, man. I think most people are very frustrated.
I want to find...
On both sides of the aisle, I think they're very frustrated.
Very frustrated. Well, also, I think that frustration is what allows the division to continue.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to, bridge that gap, but I also think we are fed so many things that are not real that are used to stoke our anger at each other. Like the culture war is being fueled to distract from the class warfare. And I know I'm not saying anything new, but it's just like, why the fuck are we not talking about this more? Oh, I know, because the platforms with which we engage each other on are owned by the people that are like, no. Shut the fuck up, you dirt person.
Yeah. And the things they create are created to do that as well. Yeah, it's all it's like this weird thing where it's all, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's why these conversations are so hard to have, because it's like, what in the fuck do you do aside from show up and burn it all down? I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Well,
because if it seems like once you get in, you're fucked.
What do you mean in
with the best
political
intentions?
System?
Yeah.
Well, it's because the system is the system needs to be dismantled. I don't think every system needs to be dismantled.
I don't either.
But also, positive.
Right.
He's actively destroying everything, anyways.
Right.
He's clearing the table. Now, can we rebuild it? Don't know. Also, people, that's a fun thing that's been annoying for years, is that people are like, what is he doing? How is this? And I was like, if you see it through the lens of he's doing everything to make as much money as he can make personally, and to just, he's liquidating America because people want him to liquidate America. We are the king of the castle. Yeah. We're the top of the pyramid. Russia, China, whoever is like, here's dark money. I'm going to buy your crypto. Do these things.
Yeah, crypto.
And then he just goes, and then a bunch of Americans who love America, who say they love America, are like, him. And I'm like, the boot's going to go on your neck too, man. And just because you don't understand trans people doesn't mean he's right.
Try to spin it positive. I think a lot of people are starting to see that. I think it's fracturing.
Sure, man. Have you ever been edged for the better part of a decade?
Right, exactly. That's kind of where it always goes.
We're almost...
It's kind of where it goes, yeah. I try to think in terms of maybe it won't end the way you think it's going to, but it'll probably end in a flash.
Who knows? I don't know. Like, I want to be hopeful, and I don't want to be dismissive of what you're saying, but it is like, when he won this last election, my first thought, and this sounds hateful, but I was like, I really hope this hurts a lot of right-leaning people to the point that they wake up.
Choose something different, which, I mean,
And they're already hurting. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
but something you need to go. He fucked me instead of going Biden, because you consume anti-democratic,
Right.
I'm exhausted by the villainization of the other party, and I know the left is guilty of that. And
they're both very guilty of that.
but they're also as a left-leaning person that does not identify as that stuff, it's like you're angry at a system that is trying to oppress you. And then you're like, well, we're the same. You're like, motherfucker, you're owning the church where the pedophiles hang out and butt fuck little boys. Like, we're not the same. You're mad because I'm like, hey, could you use a different pronoun? And you're like, it's the same. And you're like,
that Vatican shit is crazy, dude. I'm sure that's what you're meaning when they.
Am I talking about any other church anywhere?
Well, yeah.
They have a type.
I think that's where any kids are. It's like when you find out that the guy who's fucking was Elmo was a fucking child predator.
I also think.
I think if you're a child predator, where would you go? Where the kids are.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that where you'd align yourself? Because that's what your interests are.
I don't like where this is going, but
right.
yes. No, I'm not.
That's why we catch them in all those places.
Yeah.
It's no surprise, but it's fucking gross that they allow it.
I forget the guy's name. There was a UK person, he was big, and he was like a kid show guy and found out to be a pedophile, egregious. And I think that broke people's brains for a while, because you're like, that'd be like finding out Mr. Rogers. Yeah,
right, exactly.
Like the equivalent.
Fuck you up.
That's the thing too, is that it really that used to be Mr. Rogers was a Presbyterian preacher and just spoke the tenets of Jesus without Jesus.
Right.
And that's what Christianity, that's what the church could be. But my perception of it, God is not even religious people. Like, the church is God. Capitalism is, and it's above that. And so, that's all, I don't know, man. It's
when there's a coffee store in the church. I've been to a couple. I work production too, so we do a lot of stuff for those mega churches, and it is, damn.
It's a business.
Yeah, it is.
It's a business.
It's many businesses.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
That's the guy from Britain?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the number, but it's just it was a lot.
It was a triple-digit number, and it was.
God, that's so shitty, bro.
He would do this, helping people, and he would go to these other countries and, help kids.
Oh, my God.
Just doing, a worldwide child ring type.
God, I hate that we got on this, but it is so fucked up. That is so terrible, man.
He's actually one of Epstein's heroes.
Yeah. He was in one of those paintings in his wall next to Bush with his Jenga towers and Clinton in a dress.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Dude.
I don't know, man. Yeah, we took this in it. But it's also it's what is happening currently. And I'm also weirded out by how little people are trying to have normal conversations about it.
Right.
We're all exhausted.
Do you think we're all just broken to a point where that's all we can do? It's
this is this makes me sound, enough. There's been so many conspiracy theories where the person's like, I know I sound, but it's this is also the Russian playbook. This is also psyops. You just make the general populace unable to discern reality from fiction, and then you can just do whatever
if
you
force
want.
enough bullshit, they'll do anything, yeah.
Or you're just overwhelmed to the point where you're apathetic. And I think COVID made it so that a bunch of really, really rich people were able to absorb a bunch of money and then go, oh, we can make a play for everything now.
It was the biggest transfer of wealth ever.
Yeah, and we all got a couple checks, but that...
I didn't get shit.
Yeah, I got some money for a little while out in Washington, which probably has better socialism, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I got something.
Yeah.
But also, a lot of companies got a lot of money, and we are still footing the bill for that and dealing with inflation. It's still going on. It's I don't know, man. We can move on from this, but it's just very frustrating where it's I am left-leaning, but I don't think the right doesn't need to exist. I just think both iterations of these parties that we have need to stop existing in this capacity, and I don't see how that's going to happen without a large cultural awakening where Republicans stop being mad at Democrats and vice versa, and we need to find some amount of common ground, and I don't know what that is.
It's either probably some sort of all powerful AI, aliens, or fucking World War III.
Yeah, but even World War III would just fucking put us in lockstep with a dear leader.
Yeah, then it's done. It's all over.
Yeah.
It will fall across the globe for sure. I think we all know that.
Yeah.
I think that's why nobody wants it.
It would be bad. So, I don't know.
I'd rather do this. I'd rather talk to people and have good conversations. And yeah, it's weird. I mean, I think it's just something that's on everybody's mind. We try to stay away from religion and politics, but it's even for this here, like lately, it comes up because it's just so fucking, it's just everywhere. Yeah, it's permeated everything.
I would love religion and politics not to be in everyday life, but it continues to try to be in everyday life.
I wish.
It's being forced into everyday life.
I keep saying next year's my forced midlife crisis, and I'm just off. I'm just going to get off the internet and just have a fucking time.
Yeah, I'm a happier person when I disconnect, but you just got to check in and be like, where's the world? But it's simultaneously, like, there's literally nothing I can do.
Right.
But have these conversations, and as my little thing, I feel like if I write good enough jokes that can convey my opinion in a way that someone resonates, maybe scratches an itch, or like might even kind of put a little crack in a thing, like I feel like that's worthwhile. Even if it's nothing, at least I feel like I did something.
Every little thing is something, right?
Sure, but also then I can alleviate the guilt instead of like, maybe you should donate, maybe you should do this, and you're like, does anything do anything?
Right, yeah. Because then you get online and it's like, actually, fucking donating doesn't do a fucking thing. It's actually most of the money goes to this person with a big house, and you're like, well, fuck, now I don't even want to do that.
Yeah. I mean, I went to No Kings protest in Indianapolis, and that was packed, and that was really cool, but then there's a new fire every 2 minutes.
Dude, it's like turn on the news in the morning, it'll be different by the nighttime.
Yes, it's almost like as if he's trying to distract us all the time, always, like it's a playbook.
It's exhausting.
Yeah,
so I try not to just do it. Yeah,
we can move on.
It makes me just sleepy.
Yeah, I felt it shift in the room.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So in your like comedy come up, was there like a show or a moment or like you got to do a show with a specific person that was like a moment for you to be like, oh shit, I'm like taking the next step or I'm like doing something right. Like is there a specific moment that you can think of?
Like with another comic or just
or like a certain venue or a person who brought you up,
Okay. Well, I mean, coming up, I got to work with a lot of cool comics, hosting or featuring in the local Washington scene.
Yeah.
So, like, there was, like, fun moments like that. I thought it was very, like, I got to host for D.L. Hughley, which was...
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that was fun. And it was also just weird to be like, I used to watch you on UPN late at night.
Yeah. Everyone our age did, dude. DL's awesome.
So that was fun. But, like, a moment, I think, because the internet thing's been... going for a little bit over 2 years now, and it's kind of felt not tangible the majority of that time. Like you get some internet followers and you're like, cool, what do I do with this? And you're like, so it's like learning how to market to them in a way that I go like, hey, I'm going to be in Denver. How do I post that on my socials in a way that people actually see it enough, or how do I run ads in a way that the people that do like what I do are aware that I'm there, and like how do I then make it appealing enough? Or these are all things I got to figure out. But like it's taken a long time to figure that stuff out, and the moment that kind of clicked in my head where I didn't feel, maybe it's the imposter syndrome, but I actually felt like something was happening. I got to go to Australia earlier this year. As a part of Knotfest. Yeah, it was really, really cool. It was kind of like a combination of two things. There's a production company down there called Destroy All Lines that does music and was getting into comedy. They do a lot of metal festivals down there because Australia is like a large country, small country. Like there's only like 7 big cities. I might be wrong. I don't know, but like it's not a lot. And so there's kind of
only like a few million people that live there. It's like not that many people.
I don't know how many million. I know Perth is 2 million, and that's like the main city on the West Coast. But then you have like Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney.
But isn't like the whole place only like 7 million people or something? I feel like
it's probably in that range. I would bet
for that whole giant continent. It's almost no one there.
So much desert, dude.
Yeah,
so much like inhospitable.
Because it's all just right there on the edge. Yeah. If you look at a map, you're like, oh wait, the whole thing is nothing.
We just got a couple beaches here. Yeah. Nice spots. So I got to go to that, and very validating trip. But the Sydney was the last show of the run, and towards the end of my set, I had like the sound guy turn the lights on. And then just seeing like a room of like 150 people that I'm like, I'm on the literal other side of the world. And them just like all smiling, looking at me was like, all right, I'm not insane. Because it's so hard. You're just in it doing the thing. And it's hard to like feel like something's happening. And that was like a moment. But even that, like, that was a great trip. But like, everything ultimately comes back to money, or at least at this stage where I'm at. And like,
it does.
The paychecks, it's only been in the last couple of months where I'm like, oh, fuck, that was a good paycheck. Like, that's also been like a real. So it's weird to just be like, oh, I got like 2-3 good paychecks in a row. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm not insane. This thing that I've been, because it's been 2 years, the internet popping off. But like when COVID hit, my career reset and I've had to do like a rebuild and lean more into the internet and change the way I navigate what I do.
Right.
And this has been a 5-year endeavor to get to here, where I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, doing a weekend at the Looney Bin. First time headlining there. 2 shows tonight, and it's in the past because this is out on Tuesday. But it was a great weekend. So, all right. But you get what I mean. It's just a weird. So yeah, I don't know. I think that moment in Sydney, and then just getting to pay off the majority of my credit card in like one fucking like, oh, I'll throw that many thousands at a thing and go, I'll be fine this week. Cool. So yeah,
that's cool. Oh yeah. I mean, Australia. That's and not having to come out of pocket to go to Australia and actually get paid to do it. That's pretty sick.
Oh, I spent a lot of money to do that. That's why I wasn't.
Oh, it didn't make any money.
Well, I broke
Maybe
even.
Broke even. Yeah.
Yes, but it's also we only had 3 shows and I was there for 10 days because I was literally like, I got to be like backstage for Knotfest. I'm like, I was side stage for Slipknot in Sydney, and I was like, that's why I'm like, super cool, but also you're like, but I do have bills.
Yeah. That it's like the next phase in a career that's going upwards. It's like that phase where you're like, now I can kind of do whatever the fuck I want, and I don't have to worry about it. Because that one show, it's good.
Yes, it's like you see the potential for a viable career, as opposed to going, I am treading water, and have for years, and now I'm like, all right. Yeah. But eventually something might break or not, or it's whatever. Like you got to love the process for what it is.
Dude, I started doing this right here in my bedroom. And of course, everyone has aspirations that's creative. Of course, I want this to do better. If this thing could pay for itself, that'd be badass. But I'll do it again in my bedroom if it all goes away. I don't care. I just like doing it. The whole like getting popular and things like that, it's great. And there are aspirations, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to do it because I just like doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I love telling jokes. It's just I have to train myself to do all these other jobs and do iterations of them, and that's
even
like
if
the unfun part.
If it all went away, don't you think you'd probably still go tell jokes when you could, even if you had to go back to like say a day job?
Yeah,
you think
that'd be really hard to do?
Would it?
Yeah, but I think I'd still want to. Yeah. I would probably be a sourpuss for a while. I would go back to it at some point.
What did you do before comedy?
Oh, I did auto glass replacement.
Nah, like Safe Flight?
Yeah.
Safe Flight repair, Safe Flight replace. He pulls out a gun and shoots me. Yeah, fucking, she's in my nightmares.
Yeah, man, I fucking hate him.
Yeah. Did you really work for them?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I was just guessing.
No, why? Yeah, you mean that biggest company that owns an auto glass company on 6 out of the 7 continents?
Yeah.
Belron's a European-based company, and they own.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're a horrendous corporation.
Most are.
Yeah. They. Go in a submarine, please and thank you. Yeah, no, I hate them, and I should have a better response when people give me a jingle. I have a bit that I want to work on, and I would love. They have a very active legal department, and would love to sue people all the time. Love to threaten to sue. That's a great sign of a. Yes, often. Yeah, man. And they also there's like legislation in Washington State where they can where they're just trying to make it so that small auto glass companies can't exist so that they can buy them out. They do that. They're pieces of shit.
Yeah. That's wild.
Nah, it's a corporation, dude. Fucking, it's great. It doesn't matter. We have a CEO for a president. Everything's gonna be fine.
I only know the small one. Like where the town where I'm from, there was like 3 small ones, so you would just go pick one. We didn't have the big stuff.
Well, they just come into a market and then buy up the shops.
Yeah,
they can cut a big check, and then whoever doesn't sell it, they eventually absorb or kill them out. And then it's a high turnover rate, and they treat their employees terribly. But yeah, it
sounds a lot like some other businesses in my industry.
Yeah. But I do need to find a joke because it is really frustrating to like bring up your abusive ex, and then everyone's like, "Here's their jingle."
I'm sorry, man.
It's fine. You're not the first. You won't be the last.
I didn't know that's who you actually worked for, so it was like just a random guess. But
yeah, but it's also the safest guess.
Whoopsie doodles.
No, it's fine. But it's like, I need to find a good way to either not say them in interviews or have a good joke and response.
A good response.
Because it is like, I legit I strengthen my alcoholism as a byproduct of working for that company. I would drive an hour to 2 hours to get to work, then load up a van and drive around Mobley all day installing glass, and then have to drive like an hour and a half home. God. You get home at like 8 o'clock. All you can do is like pound a couple beers
and go to sleep.
Feel like your body doesn't hurt as much, and then pass out and rinse, regret, repeat.
And you're still trying to do comedy at this time too?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, I told you it was going to happen.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh, man.
So it's just, yeah.
So what are you, like a decade into comedy or something?
13
13?
years.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Been at it for a minute.
That's a good, yeah. So you started in what,
I was about to turn 26.
26.
A month away from turning 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'll ever try it, but I do write jokes down. It's very scary.
They do open mics at Looney Bin.
I know.
I think
I've actually tried. I've gotten in touch with a couple local comedians. I want to try starting an open mic at the venue, Vino's.
Oh, nice.
Because it's a cool spot. It's not a lot of seating. It's like technically, I think we can do like 63
Dude,
seats.
You're not going to need that many for an open mic.
I didn't think so. It's an awkward shape. It's a hallway.
Okay.
So it's a concert venue. So the ceiling's a little taller than you'd want it to be. You've got a stage and shit. Yeah. Not really a back room, so you'd kind of just be in the room, which I guess most open mics are.
Most open mics, a lot of open mics are just surprise comedy in a bar. And if it gets enough regulars invested, and if it can be a good enough time, and the venue makes enough money to be like, we'll tolerate this.
Right.
Like, then it's good. But plan it out properly, because a lot of times comics are like, I'll run an open mic, and they don't know how to produce a show. And then it just... You have to make the venue money, and to do that, you need to have people there having a good time who want to spend money.
That's my hang up, is making sure that I can think of it in a way and get enough people, like enough ideas from enough people who are actually kind of in it to generate an income to like get people in the room. Like what would get them here to actually spend money, because it's a pizza place and a bar first. Yeah. And it has to be that first.
Yeah, we'll just pick an off night and try to get a budget from the venue if you can to just spend on ads or postering and everything like that. Yeah. And then just try to pick a brand that looks decent, and then just have it be a thing, and then just plug ahead and lean into it, and just make sure you have comics that are at least hosting and running it that aren't gonna be dinguses and like blackout or something where you're like, dog, you have to be an adult tonight.
Yeah, no, 2 beers, man.
And also be aware that venues sometimes, open mics, people are like, freedom of speech, and you're like, yep, you just walked a dozen people because you wanted to say a word you wanted to say.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, thanks for killing the room, bud.
Got to bring back a tough crowd. You ever?
Yeah. But it's like that. They're also professionals, and then people see that and go, "I'm gonna do that," and you're like, "Nah, dog, you can't."
It's a lot harder than it looks, for sure.
I just said the thing that people told me I couldn't say.
Yeah. There's saying things for like just to say things, and there's like ways to say. Oh shit! Really? Already?
Yeah. He hit you. Oh, you didn't see that earlier?
No.
I saw that rap earlier, and then he made the lights go out.
Damn, dog. I'm sorry.
That's ADHD.
I
was like, something's happening around me.
I just get lost in it. I just
my eyes. I know.
So pretty. I think we have the same color eyes. I guess plug everything.
Sure. Got my website, lukesevereid.com. All my socials, just my name, LUKESEVEREID. Yeah, man, I'm just kind of going everywhere. I got a bunch of shows coming up. I'm in Detroit. I'm in, oh my God, I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm everywhere. I'm going Detroit. I'm going Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm in Chicago. I'm going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Cool. I got a bunch of other stuff in the works. I'm going to be in Florida in November. I'm going to be based out of Washington again soon, so I'll be doing a bunch of more local stuff there. Yeah,
That's awesome.
And then I'll be coming back to Little Rock, I don't know, sometime in the next year or so.
No shit, okay. Well,
nothing's on the books, but I mean, I get along with the club well enough, and that's probably a normal turnover rate.
Fucking A, man. Thank you so much, dude.
Thanks for having me,
man. Anytime, if you'd ever like to come back on, I would love to have you, because you're a fascinating person. Great conversation.
Thanks, man. This was fun.
Appreciate everything. Guys, do we have anything to promote for this one? I don't think we do.
Unless you want to, well, this will be out after the charity show, huh?
The charity show? It might not be. I actually don't know. This might come out. We might move another one. I'll plug it anyway. Minus War, Second Life, Go for Gold, Tiny Towns. We're doing a throwback show. It's only $5. All the proceeds go to charity. We're not taking a dime. So fill up the venue, and thank you for listening. Peace.